Picture this. The deafening boom of explosions shattering the night. Innocent lives disrupted, and nations on edge as warplanes scramble to defend borders. That's the harrowing scene unfolding in Ukraine and beyond, where Russia's unyielding barrage of drones and missiles is testing the limits of international resolve. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this just another chapter in a brutal conflict, or a tipping point that could drag more countries into the fray? Stick around, because the details ahead reveal layers of tension that most headlines skim over. Image: a vehicle engulfed in flames sits before a residential building scarred by Russia's overnight drone and missile assaults on Ukraine, captured in Zaporizhzhia on October 5, 2025. Courtesy of the State Emergency Service of Ukraine in Zaporizhzhia region via Reuters. Note: this image is provided by a third party. Please do not obscure the logo. 1/4. A vehicle engulfed in flames sits before a residential building scarred by Russia's overnight drone and missile assaults on Ukraine, captured in Zaporizhzhia on October 5, 2025. Courtesy of the State Emergency Service of Ukraine in Zaporizhzhia region via Reuters. Note: this image is provided by a third party. For licensing options, click here www.reutersconnect.com/item/aftermath of a Russian drone and air attack. In Zaporizhzhia, DGFNONJETRS New 105 FMRGHQ. To learn more, writer's content and feature briefing. Internal site updates. Summary: companies: Poland deploys fighter jets amid Russia's aerial onslaught on western Ukraine. Ukraine endures widespread air raid warnings, with Lviv bearing the brunt. Zaporizhzhia strike claims one life, leaving nuclear facility powerless. Lviv, Ukraine, October 5, Reuters. Poland, a key member of NATO, announced it had deployed military aircraft at dawn on Sunday to safeguard its airspace following Russia's launch of strikes against Ukraine. Ukrainian authorities reported a relentless downpour of missiles and drones targeting the Lviv area, which lies just across the border from Poland. Polish and Allied planes are active in our skies, and our ground-based air defenses along with radar surveillance are at maximum alert, stated Poland's operational command on the platform X. Sign up here for updates. https://com/business/aerospace Defense Poland scrambles aircraft after Russia launches strikes Ukraine 2025 10:05 undefined. Location paragraph. Redirect URL equals 2F Business Aerospace Defense Poland scrambles aircraft after Russia launches strikes Ukraine 2025 10:05 2F. NATO allies on the Eastern Front are maintaining heightened vigilance after Poland intercepted https://Poland scrambles aircraft after Russia launches strikes Ukraine 2025 10:05 undefined. Location paragraph. Redirect URL equals 2F Business Aerospace Defense 2F Poland scrambles aircraft after Russia launches strikes Ukraine 2025 10:05 2F. www.reuters.com/business Aerospace Defense Poland downs drones its airspace, becoming first NATO member fired during war 2025 09/10. What were believed to be Russian drones over its territory in September. Incidents involving drones and unauthorized flights, such as those near Copenhagen, https://www.reuters.com/Sweden sends military anti-drone capabilities /2025/0929 have thrown into a disarray in European air travel into disarray. For instance, Denmark support Denison, Belgium, Operations Center. Vilnius Airport in Lithuania shut down https://reuters.com/world/Vilnius Airport suspends traffic over hot air balloons. Lithium Benis report 2025-1004 for hours late Saturday due to suspicions of balloons. Flight tracking data from Flight Radar 24 indicated that commercial airlines were rerouting early Sunday, opting for paths usually taken when Poland's border airports in Lublin and Rzeszów were out of operation. Reuters was unable to confirm these Flight Radar 24 details independently. No alerts appeared on the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration site regarding potential disruptions at Rzeszów or Lublin airports. Ukraine faces nationwide threat. The entire country of Ukraine was placed under air raid warnings for hours overnight, with the Ukrainian Air Force issuing its most urgent alerts for missile and drone threats in the Lviv region. Andriy Sadovy, Lviv's mayor. A western Ukrainian hub, roughly 70 kilometers 43 miles from Poland, explained that the city's defenses were intensely active, first countering a drone and then a Russian missile. By 7:30 a.m., 4:30 GMT, sections of Lviv lacked electricity, and public transit hadn't resumed, with Sadovy warning via telegram that venturing outdoors was hazardous. Eyewitnesses from Reuters described the thunderous sounds of active air defenses echoing from every direction. A strike late Saturday on Zaporizhzhia, the administrative center of the contested Zaporizhzhia region, resulted in 1 fatality and 9 injuries, according to Regional Governor Ivan Fedorov on Telegram. Residential buildings and homes suffered damage, vehicles caught fire, windows shattered, and outdoor spaces were devastated, Fedorov detailed. Over 73,000 residents in the southeastern area were without electricity, he noted. About 55 kilometers, 35 miles, southwest of Zaporizhzhia city, the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, Europe's largest atomic energy facility, captured by Russian troops early in Moscow's invasion, remains disconnected from external power sources since September 23rd. The director of the UN's nuclear oversight body appealed. https://www.reuters.com/energy/UN nuclear chief seeks restore power Ukraine Zaporizhzhia plant 2025-1003 to both Ukraine and Russia on Friday to demonstrate the political will needed to ensure safety around the plant. Russia has yet to issue any immediate statements on the overnight assaults. Throughout the conflict, both warring parties have conducted aerial operations to cripple vital infrastructure. https://www.reuters.com/world, such as energy grids and transportation networks, which are essential for sustaining military campaigns. And this is the part most people miss. The nuclear plant's vulnerability raises alarms about potential catastrophic risks, like radiation leaks, that could affect not just Ukraine, but neighboring countries. Is this a deliberate tactic to escalate fears, or an unintended consequence of war? It's a debate worth pondering. Reporting by Lydia Kelly in Melbourne and Andriy Perun in Lviv. Edited by Jamie Freed and Lincoln Feast. Our Standards, the Thomson Reuters Trust Principles. Opens new tab. www.thomsonreuters.com/n-about-us/trust principles. What do you think? Should NATO take a more aggressive stance to protect its borders? Or is this escalation a recipe for wider conflict? Do Russia's tactics at the nuclear plant cross a line into unacceptable risks? We'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below. Agree, disagree, or share a fresh perspective.